In today's installment of our shaving series, I'm going to show you how to develop the perfect lather. One of my favorite things about wet shaving is developing a good, beautiful lather. Now again, with wet shaving, I love how there's so many different options of different shave creams that you can use. I always keep a few in my bathroom so that in the morning I can kind of switch around depending on what I'm feeling like that morning. I've got three of my favorites right here. The almond shaving cream, Taylor Bond Street's newest one, which is their tobacco leaf, and then of course one of their classics, Mr. Taylor's. Now the great thing about all these shave creams is that with a good badger brush, like our sovereign grade badger brush that we sell at Kirby Allison, you can develop a beautiful, thick, rich lather that not only makes it an absolute pleasure to shave, but actually does a great job preventing razor burn or any type of cuts. There's two steps to developing a great lather. The first one is soaking your badger brush in hot water to allow the badger brush to fully absorb as much water as possible. Whenever you do this, you see the badger bloom, which is where this badger begins to expand into a really full kind of bloom, if you will. It's really beautiful and it's essential to a good lather. The next step is then working that lather in a bowl. Now, if you haven't been shaving with a bowl, I would absolutely recommend going and grabbing one. This is an Oxhorn bowl that we sell at kirbyallison.com, but really any bowl, a cereal bowl, a mixing bowl, any type of bowl that's gonna allow you to really develop a rich lather is very important. And this is the best way to develop a lather. It's so much better than actually developing that lather on the skin itself. So what I like to do is I like to take this bowl, throw it in the sink, and then turn on my hot water. This bowl begins to fill up, and what I'll do is I'll just put the badger brush in here and just kind of move it around to allow it to begin soaking and to begin absorbing water. Oftentimes what I'll do is I'll actually allow the water to continue to run, while this is soaking. But for the purposes of today's video, why don't I just take this out? So there we go. This is standing upright in the bowl. It's beginning to absorb water. One of the great things about badger hair, again, is its water absorptive properties. It's the reason it's used in shaving brushes. It does a great job holding water and retaining heat. So that's why badger is used for shaving brushes. And so allowing it to properly soak for a few minutes is really a great practice. So while this is soaking, oftentimes what I'll do next is move on to beard prep. Now beard prep is essential. What you're going to do is you're just going to soak the skin, allow it to soften, allow the hair follicles to absorb as much water as possible. It goes a long way into helping to create a nice smooth shave without any razor burn or, even more importantly, any cuts. Okay, after this has had time to soak, I like to throw off any extra water, and you can see how this is really expanded. I still have my bowl here. It's got a little bit of residual water in it. And next what we're going to do is we're going to choose which shave cream we're using today. So the almond shaving cream is one of my favorite. So for today's video, we're going to use this. Simply open it up. And then what you want to begin doing is kind of rotating the brush in the actual shave cream itself so that you begin picking some of that up on the brush. We're not actually going to develop the lather in the tub that the shave cream comes in. We're going to use the bowl for that. But depending on how hard the shave cream is, you want to rotate this to begin picking up as much of that as possible. Now again, the beautiful part about wet shaving is I think this is like 4 cents of shave cream. Again, one of these tubs will last an exceptionally long time. So I've got the shave cream on the brush. I've got my bowl right here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of that residual water, maybe you grab a little bit more from the basin if you need to, and then we're going to begin developing that lather. Now you want to do this vigorously, and so I'm going to really work this as much as possible, and you're doing two things. One, you're working the shave cream around, but two, you're also working air into the shave cream. It's kind of like a meringue. You have to whip that air into it, and the more you do that, the frothier and the fluffier the shave cream is going to become. Now if it's not really lathering up, give it a little bit more water. You don't want too much because you don't want your shave cream to be thin. And then I'll work it off of the bristle, right? See that kind of beginning to build up? It's really beautiful. And then I'll continue to whip that up. So here we are, we've got a great kind of beautiful rich lather. This is what's going to create that just exceptional wet shave, you know, one that you really remember, one that gets you ready for the day, one without any razor burn, any irritation, no cuts. If you have any questions about developing a lather, please ask them in the comments section below. I'll try to get back to as many of those questions personally as possible. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do by clicking the red subscribe button up in the top right and turning on your notifications so that you can learn whenever we release new videos. If you don't follow me on Instagram, please do @Kirby Allison. It's the best way to stay up to date about what's going on in our world. And if you haven't visited KirbyAllison.com, I invite you to do so. Of course, all of the wet shaving products we're using in this video, we sell on KirbyAllison.com, in addition to the largest collection of luxury garment care and luxury shoe care accessories in the world. I'm Kirby Allison, and I love to help the well-dressed acquire and care for their wardrobes while exploring the world of quality, craftsmanship, and tradition. Thanks for watching.